This getting serious. This getting deep now.
What do with it, y'all? This girl such a craziness. I'm coming to and you with another word on the street segment. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Baby, the goals, aka Christian and Jennifer, are calling out Shaunie Henderson. Okay, first lady, come to the front. Come to the front, baby, because they say, how dare you say this and you supposed to be holier than thou. I said, oh, let me go ahead and pull out that driveway. But, let me peek through the window for a minute. So, if y'all remember on the latest episode, they had Shaunie, pop up out of whatever that sheet she was come up under or what have you. And, Evelyn was like, oh my gosh. Oh, so excited. She just couldn't hide it that her best friend was there. Okay. Shaunie, she make her little special appearances here and there because she said,
you are obviously an executive producer of the show, and you don't necessarily need the publicity or the check or anything that may come with the show. So why do you still participate in the show?
Well, honestly, I participate because that is kind of what the network asks of me, and we're in a partnership with this, right? When it comes to I don't have to. If I say absolutely no, they will respect that. But I think sometimes certain situations take a nucleus, and the smart thing about a network is they kind of see that. Like, listen, I know you probably don't really want to, but can you come in and just be the neutral space for everybody to come to, and then you can go walk away if you want to. But it's just more of a strategy than a necessity, if that makes sense. I'm more of a needed. Now I've taken the role of, if you need me, call me.
Right.
So there's that. But Shaunie, she, get well adjusted with the girls. Evelyn, introduce them. And then here comes Jen. She's texting Brandi, telling basically she outside. So her and Jackie need to come on and get their butts on out their door and come see what I'm, here for. Because from what she was saying when she was reviewing with her hubby, she didn't want to be there no way. But, in contrast, you got to do what you got to do for the show. So Brandi and Jackie, they go outside, say, hey girl, it's almost wedding day, yada yada yada. Jackie with her messy self, she gonna say, guess who's here? Who, girl? Shaunie. Can she come to the wedding? She's like, sure, basically I don't have no problem with nobody but Evelyn, and we already know that. So then while they outside cackling with Jen, we got Shaunie in the house with the ladies saying this.
I still don't understand why she keeps coming in this circle to argue about her man.
And I'm like, oh boy, I can hear Christian now. So, cause Jen gonna ride for a man, ride at dawn, all right. But so when Brandi and Jackie come back in the house, somebody said, so was that Jen outside? And Brandi was like, yeah, she was just talking to us. And then Shaunie, she was like, well, why did she come? And she didn't want to come inside. And Brandi was like, she just wanted to talk to me and Jackie and all this and that. And so Brandi tells Ty that she's invited to the wedding.
So are you, Shaunie. You're invited.
I'm like, damn, did you have to make that face? But Brandi had asked, are you going? And she said, no, I'm not attending. And so then we have, what's her name? Evelyn in her confessional talking about some Jennifer inviting Shaunie is a stretch, because Shaunie is not trying to go and give her blessing as the first lady with this union. Then Shaunie goes to say, I got invited to the Paris one. What was that? And here go Evelyn. It was a party. I said, okay, case closed. So let's listen to what Christian and Christian and, damn, what is that lady named Jennifer? I was about to call her Jackie. Christian and Jackie. You know what? The goals. Let's see what the goals had to say about this. Roll that footage.
Shaunie comes or whatever. And let me just talk about that for a minute, because I find it real strange that you sit up in church and you praise the Lord all week, every Sunday, and then it's like they start talking about me, which I have done nothing to her, and you turning up your nose like, as a first lady, aren't you supposed to support marriage? So, I just find it very contradicting, and but those are my thoughts.
You want to hear my thoughts?
Sure.
Christian couldn't wait. He was like, yes, baby, tag me in, tag me in.
Yeah, I didn't want her to be at the Paris wedding. But like I said, I had to respect my wife's guest list. Well, she didn't show up anyway, but I saw the scene where she just like, are you going? And she's like, no. Like she kind of with a twisty face. I mean, I don't want you to be there anyway. If you would have showed up. See, I didn't know that Jennifer said that she was invited when she went to go see the girls at the house in Vegas. But if she would have showed up, I would have been like, who are you? I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's my energy. And I feel like Evelyn's your puppet. And Evelyn, you also suck up to Shaunie, which is the reason why you still have a job. So, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Like unedited, unfiltered. That's exactly what it is. Cause it was a lot of times where Evelyn is like, well, Shaunie wouldn't want to be there anyway because, well, she's not going to bless that marriage. Like, it was just a lot of like teacher's pet and sucking up. So, I mean, that's really my thoughts.
But my thing is like, and shout out to our first lady who is also our marriage counselor
and our pastor.
Yeah, and our pastor, and they just, I'm very happy that I have that example for myself, because I know, well, it's so much I have to discuss, but anyway, yeah, I just feel like I get it, like that's your girl, but you should also call her on bullshit too. And I feel like we never see her do that. Evelyn's in the wrong a lot, and Shaunie does not check her. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to see that too.
Yeah, I mean, it's all, and let me tell you something. The network, y'all need to stop with the bullshit, because once again, you put up the back and forth with Evelyn and Armani and Auntie, and you continue to blur out that Evelyn called Auntie. Like, what are you protecting her for?
Yeah,
she called her.
Y'all are the problem. Y'all are the problem because y'all protect this woman, and we know the real. We have the screenshots. We have the paper trail of her coming from my aunt. My aunt wouldn't want to come for this woman just off GP. Like, she's coming for this woman because she got invited, accepted an invitation, and then now Evelyn want to fold up in fetal position like, oh, I'm scared. Why won't y'all defend me? She attacked me. Like, nobody want to hear all that. Like, we're going to call you out on your BS because that's nuts.
Yeah,
that's
when a
crazy.
bully gets bullied, it's not so fun, huh? But you could talk shit about everybody else. But the minute somebody says something about you, oh, why didn't you defend me? I would never let anybody talk about you. Girl, bye. And I don't even want to talk about her because she's like, in her words, a non-factor.
Yeah, I mean, she treading on thin ice because, like, I'm gonna keep it real. There's only so many buttons you could push for me when you talk about my wife.
My. Christian said, I ain't got no filter. I'm gonna tell you how IS is and how I see it. Jen, she still on this show, so she, got to play by the rules sometimes. But hell, not me. I said, all right then. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Do you think Christian and Jennifer was right for, speaking up for themselves and, basically saying the fake, the phonery, you didn't have to come here. You didn't come when we invited you. Well, Jen, I should say, invited you to Pearson. And I'm like, probably the only reason why, because the network probably told her to. But at the end of the day, this is y'all union. Jen and Christian. Jen done chose who she wanted to be with, and Christian done chose who he wanted to be with, and they, as one. I don't know what we got going on here for your storyline, except that you a grandmama and you enjoying being a grandma, and you doing your workout and stuff like that. Other than that, I don't really see a storyline for you, which is why we making this a storyline, just like on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Simon was Portia's storyline. We see how that turned out. So she had to jump down Drew back in this whole dinner situation. Child, it's just at this point with these reality TV shows, I'm thinking like just cut them. Because the plots are not thickening like they supposed to. It ain't like that good thickening, like that thickening gravy. It ain't giving that. It's giving soupy at this point. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next one.